Good morning, everybody, and welcome along to Blu-Roy Movies. First of all, I'd just like to say, my friend James, he appeared on AJ's live stream the other day and gave me a lovely shout out. So I've picked up some new subs. So I'd like to say to new subscribers and existing subscribers alike, welcome along to the channel. It's a channel of pretty much what you see is what you get. There's no fancy editing, primarily because I'm too stupid to know how to do it. I like all sorts of films, from 1920s silent stuff right up to modern day. Just like talking about it, like collecting, much like you guys. Just enjoy it. So yeah, welcome along. Today we're going to be looking at, for the second Sunday in a row, what I've been watching over the week. So this constitutes a series now, I guess. I've watched 12 things from the collection over the last week, which means one or two things. I've got too much time on my hands, so I need to get a life, or probably more importantly, get a job. So anyway, let's crack on. First of all, we've got The Woman in Black, and no, not Harry Potter. He's nowhere near this. This is the 1989 TV movie that the Potter film Radcliffe was set on. Now this is great. This is a far better film. There's no CGI. It's all practical stuff. Pure atmosphere, pure chills. Just builds and builds and builds, and you feel yourself getting tenser and tenser. Great little horror film this is, and I reckon this contains the best ever jump scare that I've seen in a horror film. Better than the Jaws one, better than the Exorcist 3 one that everybody goes upon. Well, me and my wife, we watched this and she nearly pooed her pants, I think. Brilliant. Unfortunately, it's quite heavily out of print now, so if you want a copy, I think they regularly sell for about 30 quid on eBay. But yeah, really good stuff. That's The Woman in Black. And next up I watched The Night of the Generals, a DVD. Really want a Blu-ray update now, but I think that's out of print as well. This is sort of like a World War II based, from the Nazi side, like a murder mystery. You've got three generals played by Peter O'Toole, Donald Pleasance and Charles Gray. So you've got two Blofelds there for the price of one, and it transpires that one of them has killed a prostitute, and Omar Sharif is another Nazi officer, and he's investigated it, and he's got to work out which one of the three committed the crime. Yeah, really good stuff. Like I say, I can't believe I've not seen it before. That's Night of the Generals. Also appearance from a young Tom Courtenay, who I've only ever seen as an old guy. Yeah, really good. And next up, because Night of the Generals, a lot of the plot revolves around the Valkyrie plot to kill Hitler, I thought I'd follow it up with the Valkyrie, watch that again. Yeah, this is alright, nothing special. Not Tom Cruise's best film. Got a host of British actors, Charles Branner, Charles Dance, Tom Wilkinson. Yeah, really good. The only thing, and I may be contradictory with this one, it doesn't bother me that they're all like Americans and British playing the Nazi officers, but somehow with like the actors in this, it just doesn't sit right with me. They're just actors that you wouldn't expect playing them sorts of roles. Yeah, but it was alright. It was worth a watch. Next up I watched another DVD, mainly because we never got the Blu-ray, and this is a great film. I heard about this. I was watching it's an American channel, a lady called Stephanie, really good. Her channel is called Movie Chatter, and a lot of her recommendations I've been on board with, and this was no exception. I had to get myself a DVD copy when she was talking about it. It starts Mark Ruffalo as a lawyer, and he's prosecuting an American chemical company, and what they're doing, they're manufacturing Teflon. Now, in the process of manufacturing Teflon, they use this chemical, which is highly toxic, or they did use it, thankfully, because of this guy Mark Ruffalo plays. They outlawed it, and this chemical's deadly. It was causing cancer to the employees. They were having babies born with defects, totally horrendous. And when they found out what it was doing, what they did is they just dug a big hole, dumped it, and then it all started leaking into the water supply. First of all, the farmer who had his farm next to where they dumped it, he had about 200 cows. They all died. His family started getting cancer because they were drinking the water. And then it went further and further, started polluting more and more water. More and more people were getting ill, getting sick, dying, cancer, deformities, and totally heinous. What this company was getting away with, absolutely mind-boggling. And they're probably still going on to this day, stuff like this. But yeah, watch that because it's really upsetting story. Mark Ruffalo is too good to be messing about as the Hulk. Absolutely incredible in that. Next up, I watched Jungle, which just an average adventure film, really. I do like Daniel Radcliffe post Harry Potter. I think he's all right. But this was just a tale of four stupid kids decided to trek through a jungle, and what do you think is going to happen to you when you don't know what you're doing? Yeah, it's all right. I think the best scene was Radcliffe had a big bump on his head, and he felt it moving about, and he cut in and pulled out this big worm, and that made me squirm. That did. Worth a watch, but don't go out your way. Next I rewatched, everybody's seen it, Zombieland. Just great fun. Switch your mind off, enjoy yourself. I think the scene in Bill Murray's house, absolutely incredible, hilarious stuff. Zombieland, yeah, you all know it. Now, having said that, I'd never watched Double Tap, so I thought I'd give that a go, and I thought it was just as good as the first one. I don't think that's a common consensus, but yeah, I really liked it. I think it was made by Zoe Dutch, I think the actress's name is. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, but she played like a ditzy, all dressed in pink, bimbo blonde character called Madison, who's probably the last thing you need to survive a zombie apocalypse, somebody like that. But I thought she was hilarious, really good character. They ditched her because she thought she'd died of a zombie. But no, she was just having an allergic reaction to a nut. Really good. When she turned up again, it really picked up the film again for me. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Double Tap. And next up, I watched Fritz Lang, The Big Heat. Great noir. Glenn Ford, Gloria Graham, Jocelyn Brando's was Marlon Brando's older sister, who I didn't know he had a sister that acted. Yeah, really good stuff. It all stems around the mob ruling the city. I know it sounds a familiar plot line, but it was really done well. Glenn Ford, he's a police sergeant, and he's determined to bring them down, even though his superiors are being paid off by the mob. The mob want to go and kill Glenn Ford, but they accidentally kill his wife instead, and it's him bringing them down. Yeah, really good. Oh, Lee Marvin's in this as well as one of the mob. Really good early performance from him. Fritz Lang, he was the master. Next up was another DVD, Made for Each Other. Pulled this off the shelf because at any given moment, Jimmy Stewart might be my favourite actor, but In this, to be honest, he annoyed me a bit. Now he's playing a lawyer, and although he got passed over to be a junior partner, I should imagine in late 30s, New York, being a lawyer, you was doing all right. Bearing in mind they'd just come out of the recession, and there were a lot of people struggling to eat. And he's married to the lovely Carol Lombard, who's probably the second ever cutest Carol. I've got to say that because my wife Carol, she watches these videos. And is just moping about all the time, being miserable, and it did me head in, to be honest. Sometimes you just don't need it, do you? I just wanted to shake him, say, "Come on, Jimmy, look what you got going for you. Cheer up, man." Yeah, not one of his best films. Not one I'd watch again. Wouldn't recommend it. Not one I'll be looking to upgrade to Blu-ray at all. Next up was Horrible Bosses. One of my favourite comedies. This. I'm not a great comedy guy, but now and again I'm in the mood for one, so I'll chuck one on. And this is hilarious. And even though I'm not sure what year it is, I'm hazard a guess mid 2010s, 2015, something like that. Even though it's only a few years ago, I don't think they'd make it now, which is sad. We're going to start getting less and less great comedies because people just want to have a word with themselves, just enjoy yourself, just have a laugh. Yeah, but what a great cast. Jason Bateman, who I loved in Ozark, that's a great television series. Charlie Day, to be honest, I don't know him much else. Jason Sudeikis, Jennifer Aniston, the lovely Jennifer Aniston. Kevin Spacey, I know he's a shit, but he's a great actor. Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell there's looking very unlike Colin Farrell. Very chameleon-like at times, that guy. Yeah, but hey, you all know that. It's just great stuff, isn't it? And next I watched Let Him Go. Kevin Costner, Diane Lane. This is all about Costner and Lane. They're farmers. They live on the farm with their grown-up son, his wife, and the kid. Kid has a riding accident and dies. Right down to start with, I know. But anyway, a couple of years go by, and the kid's wife, she remarries, and the guy she marries to is a bit of a shit and drags her off to go and live with his family. There are a load of hillbillies. Right, horrible lot. And it all goes south. Now, this could have been a home run. It could have been great. It's some brutal scenes on it, but you get one of them brutal scenes, then they'd follow it up with a flashback scene of Diane Lane whispering into a horse's ear for 5 minutes. It really takes you out of it. But it's an alright watch. I don't think I'd watch it again. James, I think, is the biggest Kevin Costner fan I know. So I'll stick it in an envelope, send it over to him because I'm thinking he'll enjoy that. So, yeah, and lastly, I watched Maggie, subscriber and friend Mark Bushman Blue. He had 2 copies of this, asked me if I'd want it, so I said yeah, because it's been a long time since I've seen it and I was after a copy, so he sent it over to me. Thank you very much, Mark, appreciate that. And I quite enjoy this. Arnie and Abigail Breslin, who turns up for the 3rd time this week, all in zombie films. She's getting typecast as a bit of zombie bait, isn't she? But it's slow burning, not your average, your typical zombie film. More look at families and loss. Yeah, really good stuff. I enjoy that. I'd watch that again. So that was it. Yeah, that's everything I've watched this week. Busy week of movie watching. Thanks, guys, for watching. You all take care and you'll keep watching movies. Good night.